Hey guys, welcome back to Beer Geek Nation. I'm your host Chris. Thanks for joining me once again for another beer review. This is one of those breweries that a lot of people can't get. I get a lot of requests for, and it's one of those breweries I can get almost all their beers, yet I haven't done a single review for one of them, and I'm kind of ashamed about it. But this is Terrapin Brewing, and this is their Gamma Ray, which is part of their Monster Beer Tour series. This one comes in at 10.8%. It is a wheat wine, which is similar to a barley wine, except they use a larger majority of wheat rather than just standard, two-row malt or whatever. So with that said, let me get this one into a glass, let you know how it smells, how it tastes, give you the verdict. You guys know how it works, right? All right, cool. Check it out. All right, so the Gamma Ray appearance, it's a deep dark orange, cloudy as all hell. You can't see anything through it. There was very, very little head on it at 10.8%. That's fine. It's weird because the head's kind of sticking around the edge of the glass. You can see the feet of the alcohol just clinging to the glass. There's very little carbonation coming off the bottom. Yeah, it looks like a wheat beer. It really does. Except with a lot less head. I'm kind of used to seeing a wheat beer with like a 4 or 5 finger head. Not getting that in this one, but not worried about it. Yeah, it's weird. It smells just like a Hefeweizen, but with alcohol. Usually Hefeweizens, they sit around 4.5%, in that range. This one, being almost 11%, it's weird. You really, really get a huge amount of alcohol in there. You get a huge amount of these banana spice flavors in there. So it's just like a gigantic Hefeweizen. It's really strange. There's a little bit of malt in there. Yeah, I'm curious about this one. Let's get into the taste. It's weird. It is weird. It's syrupy. The mouthfeel. It's literally like you're chewing it. There's a lot of banana in there. There's a lot of clove in there. There's a lot of spice. It's almost like eating a banana soaked in alcohol and vodka. That's the best way to describe it. I've never had a beer quite like it, to be honest with you. I'm not entirely convinced I enjoy it, but I think I might. It's a great sipping beer. Yeah, with that said, there's huge malt characters. There's very little hop characters. A ton of banana. A lot of spice in there. Very traditional Hefeweizen taste. They just get covered by this huge amount of malt and huge amount of just alcohol, just kind of fighting, for who's gonna dominate the palate. Yeah, it's a weird beer. I'm gonna give this one a B- for now. It's a hard to drink beer, but at the same time, it has very traditional characteristics to a Hefeweizen to it. So you're getting those bananas, those cloves, the kind of the wheat taste, but at the same time, it's just being coated with this alcohol and the syrupiness from, just the huge amount of malt they had to put in this beer to get it to 10.8%. So I'm a little bit torn. Is it a beer I would seek out again? I think I would. It's a sipper. You can't drink it real easily. I really like Terrapin, most of Terrapin's beers. And this one, I think, is kind of pushing some boundaries I've never kind of seen. So I hate to kind of give it, poo-poo it, for lack of a better word. But it's a strange beer. It's a very strange beer. It's a hard-to-drink beer. Kind of in a good way, kind of in a bad way. With that said, Chris, Beer Geek Nation, the hat. I don't know. Life's too short. Drink amazing beers, my friend. Cheers.